Happy holidays, it's your boy Jumpman Crypto. I hope everybody's blessed during this holiday season, guys. Just a quick video. I wanted to tap in with you guys and give you guys an update on Bitcoin and just check in with my family and let everybody know, hey look, I know our portfolios and our spirits may be broken, but there may be hope for us, guys. And look, I think people really need to look at the bright side. If you have cash and you have time on your hands, guys, I think we might be okay. At the end of the day, look, we got to be positive. We got to kind of ignore all the FUD out there, guys. I am actually getting on YouTube and I'm seeing so many of these AI FUD videos that this is going to be the 1929 or 2008 biggest stock market crash of all time. Yada, 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 yada. And I get it, guys. People are just not tapping in anymore. Even in my Discord, it's like crickets. And look, the ones that stay reading and learning, these are the people that are going to be earning in 2026. Look, if you really truly believe that crypto's done, then I implore you guys to do what's best for you and make the best financial decisions that are for you guys. And just remember, look, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything that I say is just words like everybody else. But I truly believe, guys, that if we are able to hold on and kind of look at things through a long-term aspect, we should be okay. With every bad situation, we have to have optimism. And one of the main reasons why I started my channel is that I wanted to separate myself from a lot of the other influencers that are out here giving these outlandish price predictions. And go back, check all my videos, guys. I've always been that one guy to be very conservative, and I've tried to be reasonable with my price targets. I've seen people out here with $1,800 chain links, $100 XRPs, and now these people's channels are completely dead. We got other influencers that started in 2023, got some money from a few meme coins, and now they've completely packed up. These are the people that are grifters. They don't care about what they do. They're not here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here, on a Sunday when I could be spending it with my family. But look, guys, let's not waste any more time. I want to tap in and show you some stuff that I got from Met Kevin. Shout out to Met Kevin, by the way. All right, so this right here is bitcointreasuries.net. This website shows a lot of other Bitcoin holders or treasury company holders that have Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Now, I think I've seen a lot of other YouTube channels cover this a lot better than me, and I'm not even going to try to cover it like I know what I'm talking about. But if Bitcoin's price does proceed to drop more, this could cause more selling cascading prices to the downside. Remember, I'm not really exactly sure how these stock valuations roll, but once their pricing and their assets that they hold drop below what the stock is worth, they may have to sell a portion of their assets to make up for that. And remember, guys, with certain of these companies, and with the situation that we're in with low liquidity, this could cause further selling pressure to the downside. So I try to stay very optimistic. I know there's been a lot of FUD with Michael Saylor, with I think one of the other stocks that he has. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's potentially going to get delisted from the NASDAQ. And I've heard a lot of people starting to call out MicroStrategy for MSTR, it being a Ponzi scheme. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know. I think everybody and their mama at one point was in MSTR. They've made their money, hopefully, and got out. But there is some bag holders out there. And just remember, guys, look, crypto is a foreseer. Typically Bitcoin will start to see the problems in the future. Stocks will eventually follow. So if this is going to be a bear market, and if we, like I said, which we talked about, if we close 2 weeks below the lower band of the EMA ribbon, which we're already doing as of right now, we are in a confirmed bear market for crypto. So this could be a future warning for stocks. And I'm not saying for you guys to go sell stocks or anything like that, but we just got to make sure we are keeping an eye on stuff and making sure that we're keeping an eye on these companies. So you guys are more than welcome to look this up yourselves and do your own investigation, guy. Look, I always try to make sure I share resources with my groups, but I get it. Some people are just wanting to do this on their own, and I implore you to always learn and do your own due diligence when it comes to investing in crypto and stocks, okay? So, of course, MicroStrategy is holding the most, and then we got Mara and MetaPlanet and a few other these like Bullish has actually been getting creamed. So, this is kind of really bad. If these other places start having to sell, this could cause us to go down more. So I want to check out the chart real quick on Bitcoin. And by the way, guys, you guys might want to take advantage of the sell that they have on TradingView. I think it's like 80% off. So I encourage you guys to check that out. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. Let's rewind real quick. Cool. All right. So back here in April, we had our low. We've already established that was 74.8. And then down here last year in September before the election, we dipped down here to 54K. Okay. So this from the top down here would be about 60%, which would be our typical super black swan bear market low. So look, a lot of people think that we could come back down here back to 20K, 18K, maybe, I don't know. But until these levels get lost, I kind of just go with this, like, look, until we're there, we're there. I have a line right now that I want you guys to write down. It's going to be 83,700. We dip below there. We need to start expecting a break below 80K. So this would be the first line that I'm looking. I want to set some orders up to buy Bitcoin right there. I did buy half a Bitcoin at 80K, and I'm looking to buy more lower down here at 53. Now, if we do go down to 53K, you better believe all coins are going to be in mass capitulation. People are going to be selling. People are going to be running for the hills. And this would be your opportunity to strike. Not financial advice, of course. And I really believe, guys, if you're able to hold on and really be stingy, be like Ebenezer Scrooge stingy with your buys and hold, you could potentially make some life-changing gains. Of course, again, not financial advice, but just be patient and make sure that you guys are paying attention to the markets. It's just really frustrating how people are just completely non-existent. And now these are the people that have a higher probability of not making it. So guys, please, tap in. You don't have to be, in the charts 24/7, but remember, tap in, do some work. Learn something. There's a lot of great influencers that have covered some great stuff, like Andrew Jack. He talked about the Bitcoin spiral. There's been a lot of FUD and stuff like that with this whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff. And, all this stuff that's been going on with Bitcoin. I don't know about all that, but at the end of the day, there is not a lot of liquidity in the markets. The Bitcoin bill has been pretty much put on the back burner. The Clarity Act has been pushed back to December. So we just have a lot of stuff that's not looking too good for crypto. But remember, the whales typically like to buy in all-time lows and panic. So, look, let's pull up CoinMarketCap real quick. Also Dogecoin has an ETF for Grayscale tomorrow. So, look, I don't think it's going to be anything super bullish right now. But I think that eventually, these coins that have all ETFs, the big boys are loading up on them and they are stacking up while retail is doing what they do best, capitulating. So again, fear and greed index is pointing at 12. We're in maximum fear, maximum scared. Everybody is just running for the hills. So, what do you think's happening right now, guys? People are just selling and Wall Street's buying. So a lot of you guys that I talked to, remember, CoinMarketCap has Bitcoin treasuries. You have a lot of stuff that you guys have at your fingertips to actually sit down, do your own research, find great projects, and really prepare for the future. You got stuff like Say, Ondo, AVAX, Chainlink, XRP. I know a lot of people are bullish on XRP. Now you have your opportunity to buy XRP at a great level. One coin that I've been loading up on, guys, is Morpho. Morpho's sitting at 148. This is like a really great buy. I think that, if you're not buying Morpho, there's something wrong with your brain. Remember, this is another DeFi lending app that you can borrow against and buy more crypto. So, like I said, we could come back down here. Look, our low back here in, what was it, February? Not February. I think it was March. we came down here to liberation lows was 80 cents. So definitely I think we could come back down here, but remember where wicks it sticks, you know, we could even come down here to 50 cents. So set some orders down here, guys. You can stagger these orders down there below and load up on some good DeFi projects like Morpho, Aave, you know, you have ENA and World Liberty Fi. Let's check out World Liberty Fi and we're going to wrap it up, guys. World Liberty Fi has actually been really good. Look at that. It has some resistance coming up soon. We called this out, guys, in Discord. I think we got in lower right here at this 11 cents. So we were actually up almost 40%. Bag is secured. Nice pump. All right, so anyways, guys, just quick video real quick. I just wanted to get something out for you guys. You know, look, not much, yeah, I hope it's some information for you guys, but at the end of the day, look, I got to come on here at least once a week, talk to you guys, remind you guys that, hey, look, I'm still here. The markets are going to be here, but are you here? Because the markets are going to go up without you. And they may not be today, they may not be tomorrow, hell, they may not even be next week. But we got to tap in and we just got to keep our head locked in because look, eventually this is going to stop. Eventually the market's going to turn around and things will eventually go up. But, you know, like I said, nobody can tell you when this is going to happen. So I hope that you guys stay blessed. The holidays are upon us, guys. Enjoy time with your family. You know, make sure you guys are in a good group. You know, there's a lot of groups out here that provide no value. If you guys are looking for a home, feel free to join Plebs or join the KGU. Links are below. You guys stay blessed. Shout out to my Plebs family and shout out to my KGU family. Y'all stay blessed. Plebs in the moon.